Hi, I'm Amy from She Cooks, She Eats.
And I'm Gary, her husband.
And today we are at the World Showcase in Epcot. We're here for a couple of days, we're going to try and eat our way around the world, and this is what we ate. I should explain, Epcot, when it was built, stood for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. And it's basically, the World Showcase bit is a big lake with loads of different countries around the edge of it. In every country, it's staffed entirely by people who live in that country. They are horrifically stereotypical. I will probably get quite angry on camera about the UK one, but they're fun to visit and you can get tastes of the local delicacies from each country. First up, we are in Mexico and we have gone for beef tacos. I am heartened by the fact they seem like soft tacos rather than hard like Tex-Mex tacos. But these black beans do not look particularly appetizing. But let's try it, let's try it. Not bad. A bit dry, but the sauce will help with that when I mix it in. Inside the temple in the Mexico part of Epcot, there is this beautiful restaurant here. It's called the San Angel Inn, and you can view the menu online and you should get to eat here, and then this is the other side. Absolutely stunning. I love the theming of this restaurant, and yeah, you should eat here. It looks cool. Most of Norway has been closed down because they're rebuilding it to make it more roadside. But there are a few places still open. So we're at the Norway Bungalow Bar, and we've got some traditional meatballs, or as the very nice woman who works there pronounced, Skytskake. I think that's right. If anyone actually knows how to pronounce this, please put it phonetically in the comments, but I'm really sure it's Skytskake. So this is meatballs and mash and gravy. It was $8. And it is really good.
We are at the Lotus Blossom in the China Pavilion at Epcot, and we have some hot stickers. Okay. To me it tastes almost a bit like a dumpling wrapped in pasta. I don't think it is pasta, it's really nice. I suppose $5.60 including tax.
We've just been to Summerfest and got ourselves bratwurst.
So it's good sauerkraut and
paprika chips.
Yes.
We would have had apple strudel or black forest cake, but someone was still unsavoury.
I really like sauerkraut.
What is sauerkraut? Don't know.
Don't put me on the spot like that.
Okay.
I think it's cabbage, but I'm not sure.
We're in Italy, and so of course we went for gelato. Really damn good. If you wanted a proper Italian meal in Italy and Epcot, then they do have at least two full restaurants, one there and one down there. Now we come to America. Quite weird.
So we're in America, like Epcot Pavilion America. So it kind of feels a bit of a waste to eat here because we eat in America every day we're here on holiday. So we're probably just going to pop into the store over there and see if we can find some American candy or something, just so that we can eat something in every country.
Yeah. It's the Liberty Inn. So you wanted something American, and what is more American than jerky?
Oh, I got a whiff of that when you had it up to my nose. I'm not looking forward to this.
Oh, it smells so bad. It doesn't look much better. Look at that. Yum. You can go first.
Oh, it's bloody spicy.
I was quite up for this, but no.
No, it's alright. It's not my favourite kind of snack. I'm going to end up finishing this whole bag, sadly. No.
I'm sure the restaurants here are lovely. We're not wasting a trip here by going to the American restaurants. Onwards.
Onwards.
There are two amazing restaurants here, one of which seems to overlook the lake Epcot, which is incredible. We aren't eating any of those because I don't like sushi. Instead, we've gone to the shop where they have an amazing selection of Japanese sweets and treats. And we have this drink here, which you have to like, there's a marble in the top, which you have to dislodge to open it, and some candy.
Oh, don't break it. Do you want me to have a go?
Yep.
I can't do it. Right, you push it down with the palm of your hand? I don't get it.
Okay, now the opener is released. Now push down with the palm of your hand. You just... And we still can't do it. I hope after all that it was worth it. Oh yeah, it's really nice. It does kind of feel like I'm sucking on a bottle. Like a baby when I drink it, but it's nice. And the chocolate is these adorable little characters. Ooh. Ah. Mmm. And there is an amazing restaurant in Morocco, but it's like a full-seater restaurant with a show every hour, so we come to the Tangerine Cafe and have chicken shawarma. I've been looking forward to this all holiday. This is salted caramel ice cream with chocolate sauce in a brioche bun. Like crow. It's exactly as good as I thought it would be. Where are we, Gary?
We are at Chefs de France.
And why are we here?
We're here because I looked up what was currently the best theme park restaurant in the whole world. And I remembered it was in France at Epcot. And it is the one downstairs from this restaurant. So I made a reservation for the wrong restaurant.
We've gone for the prix fixé, $40, and first course is a French onion soup. Soup was amazing. It was basically a bowl of cheese and bread with some liquid, and now my main course has arrived. I've got beef short rib, and Gary has half a roast chicken. I have no idea how we're going to eat all this. And now the one that I'm really looking forward to, the UK. So they're not playing now, but they have an American band who plays like The Who and other British bands on this bandstand. And it is, to be fair, a very nice little British park. And now I feel like I've just wandered into Stratford-upon-Avon. Americans love Downton Abbey. There's not a lot of Welsh merchandise in this shop, but there is a Wales t-shirt. However, welcome to New South Wales, which is in Australia, not Wales. Lots and lots of books. Just on this one. The Making of a Royal Romance. We all read that in the UK. Lots of stuff about Ireland and England and Scotland. Nothing about Wales. There's quite a lot of stuff to do with tea here. Wow, that guy's British. But there's not a single packet of PG Tips anywhere, or Yorkshire tea. It's all Twinings. They have a whole shop full of sports stuff. Golf, football, Irish rugby, English rugby, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man U. But nothing for Wales. There is one little shelf full of Welsh stuff, just generic polo shirts and hats. And half of it's taken up by Scottish and Irish stuff. Sure. I mean, we all have shields, swords, and statues of knights and dragons in our houses, right? Natch. There's quite a lot of Doctor Who stuff here, and even Sherlock. Both of which, just FYI, are shows made by BBC Wales. And then loads of Beatles stuff, and they've got some like Led Zeppelin stuff as well around the corner. So the most prolific, I guess, eatery in the UK bit is the Rose and Crown pub. It's separated into 3 sections. There's the town bit, which is the green bit on the left, so it looks like a London pub. There's a country bit, which is this kind of beige one in the middle, and then around the back there's also an outdoory bit of the pub. We aren't going there, we are going to try famous fish and chips. They do serve Victoria sponge as a pudding, which is unusual for a fish and chip shop, but alright. Fish and chips, and you get an absolutely enormous portion of fish. Gary, do you want to do the honours?
Actually surprisingly close to chip shop chips.
And to really give it that kind of English fish and chip seaside feel, a seagull attacked me and like landed on my shoulder and tried to grab my fish as I walked down to the table, so they really nailed the details here. The view from the UK by the water on a sunny day is absolutely gorgeous. Gotta say, we had fish and chips in Universal, in the Wizarding World, and we've had them here. I think they're better here.
Much better, much more authentic.
Yeah, definitely. I would be happy with the chips we had here if they were in a UK fish and chip shop. Not so much with fish, it was a bit, well, there was a lot of it for one thing, and it's a bit slimy, but apart from that, it's fine.
I liked it.
You liked it?
It reminded me of like chip shops back in the 80s.
I'm just used to Welsh fish and chip shops, obviously, which are so much better than all the English ones I've encountered.
You're just gutted, you didn't have any curry sauce on it.
Shut up. Right, let's check the pub out.
Kind of bumpy, crap wallpaper you have in pubs, and it looks nicotine stained.
Random little castle. Yep, fine. So that was the UK. I think it's fair to say it's actually England rather than the UK, but that's fine. Fish and chips were good. Cool to see Turkish delight bars. Nice to speak to someone from England. Yeah. Probably shouldn't just drink a bottle of syrup. It was my eating from Canada. It was very tempting.
The restaurant is in a cliff.
They don't have any stalls or anything really in Canada. They've got one selling Canadian popcorn with a variety of Canadian alcohol, but we don't drink alcohol. So we have to come to the restaurant, which is ridiculously fancy. So most entrees are like $30 or $50. And we've gone for just poutine, one poutine each, which is $10 each. I'm not sure what we're supposed to, and we've been very British and awkward about it. They brought us a really fancy bread basket and butter with like sugar and salt on it, and we don't deserve this. Our poutine has arrived. I mean, that's a full meal, so feeling less bad now. Gary's is French onions. They basically got like French onion soup and made it into a gravy and then put it on chips. And mine is bacon and cheddar.
The waiter was telling us that this French onion poutine has been on the menu since 1982, and the same chef has been making it here since 1984.
Which is when Gary was born, so this poutine is as old as he is.
Not this one.
That would be gross.
Oh my god, you can see it.
Is it really good?
You can see why it stayed on the menu. It's amazing.
Our waiter just came over, and because it's our honeymoon, they've given us a free maple creme brulee, which is just the loveliest thing. I feel very guilty and quite emotional.
And very full of poutine.
Very full of poutine. We're going to have to tip this guy like the amount of our bill over again. I completely forgot to film a proper outro to this whilst in Epcot because I am rubbish and was having the holiday of a lifetime. But I think out of all the restaurants, probably Canada was my favourite. Basically because the poutine was delicious and the waiter was so lovely. But I'm throwing in a really good recommendation for Norway as well. Those meatballs were incredible. And definitely check out the shop in Japan. Wonderful place. And because this is a really lame finish to a video, here are some photographs that we took. Enjoy!